Hello friends, I am Shahjahan Ali, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering. In this lecture, I am going to discuss the symbol table. Basically, first we have to understand what is the symbol table, what is the use of symbol table, and how it is created. Symbol table is an important data structure created and maintained by compilers in order to store information about the occurrences of various entities such as variable names, function names, objects, classes, etc. The information is collected by analysis phase of compiler, and this information is used by the synthesis phase of compiler to generate target code. Basically, in the case of the compiler design, the compiler is constructed in two passes. First pass, that is called the analysis, and second, that is called the synthesis. In the case of the analysis pass, three phases of the compilers are involved. First one, that is lexical analysis, second, that is called the syntax analysis, third one, semantic analysis. The lexical analyzer scans the whole program and break the whole program into small meaningful lexeme. Those are called the lexeme. And into the case of the syntax analysis, the compiler see whether this particular given program is syntactically correct or not. And in the case of the semantic analysis, the compiler see whether this particular program is semantically correct or not. So in the case of the analysis phase, the information is stored into the symbol table, like the names, function names, objects, classes, etc. All these informations are stored into the symbol table, and later on in the synthesis phase, these informations are utilized or used. Suppose for example, to generate the intermediate code optimization, machine target machine code generation. This is the uses of symbol table by all phases of compiler. First one, that is lexical analysis. It creates new entries for each new identifier. Suppose for example, there is a declaration int a is equal to 5. In this case, a is a variable. So corresponding this a entry is generated into the symbol table. And the second phase, that is called the syntax phase. In the case of the syntax phase, some information is added, like attribute, like type, scope, dimension, line of reference, and line of use. These values are stored into the symbol table at the time of the syntax analysis. Next phase of compiler, that is called the semantic analysis. In this, uses the available information to check for semantics and is updated. In this phase, some information is updated into the symbol table. Next one, that is called the intermediate code generation. Information in symbol table helps to add temporary variables information. In this case, suppose there is a expression p is equal to q plus r. In this case, if we want to generate the intermediate code for this expression, then we will use the temporary variable t. Now the objective is, what is the type of this t? The type of this t, that will be decided by the type of this q and r. So the compiler will fetch the type of q and type of r from the symbol table, and that type will be assigned to t, and t that will be assigned to p. So this is the use of the symbol table information into intermediate code generation. Next one, that is called the code optimization. Information in symbol table used in machine dependent optimization by considering address and aliased variable information. And next page, that is called the target code generation. Finally, this is the final phase of the compiler. This is the last page of the compiler. In this case, it generates the code by using the address information of identifiers. So these are the various phases of the compiler which are used the symbol table, or those are useful to create the symbol table. First three phases, uh, lexical analyzer, syntax analysis, semantic analysis. These are useful to create the symbol table. And later on, like intermediate code generation, code optimization, target code generation, these phases are using the entries of the symbol table. Now the next topic, that is symbol table entries. In this case we will see what are the entries for the symbol table. The symbol table contains some entries. Each entry in symbol table is associated with attributes. There are some attributes value, those are associated with the symbol table entry that support the compiler in various phases. These attributes are name. Suppose there is instruction int a is equal to 5. In that case, the name, that is a. Similarly, the size of the data type, suppose int a is equal to 5. In this case, a is a variable and its data type, that is integer type, and that is taking 2 byte. Similarly, dimension, type, line of declaration, line of use, address, these are these attributes are arranged in this way. This is a table. In this case there are two variable abcd, it is a variable name, and it is a array. And next one, that is a age, it is a integer type variable. So in the case of abcd, it is a array having the size 4 and it is a single dimension. Similarly, in age, it is integer type variable and the size of this int, that is 2, and the dimension, that is 0. So we can see there is a line of declaration attribute, and it play a very important role to find out the error into the at the time of the compilation of the program. In this way we can see, in this lecture we have discussed regarding the symbol table and how it is created, how the information is used in various phases of the compiler, and the data structure which are used to generate the symbol table. Basically, uh, list, linear list like array, and non-linear data structure such as search tree like binary search tree, and hash table. These data structures are used to create the symbol table. So symbol table is play a very important role into the compiler design. And symbol table, that is bidirectionally connected to all the phases of the compiler. Similarly, it is also bidirectionally connected with the error handling capability of the compiler. Thanks.